We are live on Twitch. For those of you watching the VOD over on YouTube, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for the views. For those of you on Twitch, hello and welcome. And now, we are back in Elden Ring. Back at the very beginning, right where we left off. Last episode, we did a little bit in Limgrave West. Kind of went around, talked to a few people. Not too much got done, really. It was only an hour and a half, sadly. But that's what happens when you're exhausted and you have, or when you have to go to work the next day, very early morning. Oh well. So we went and we spoke to Irina here at the beginning, or at the end of last episode, and agreed to take a letter to her father in Castle Morn. So we're going to continue onward. And as you can see, there's some enemies here. Honestly, I don't know of a really good reason to actually fight them. That being said, and that's being a stream, of course, why not? Okay. Our main thing is going to be dealing with these dogs. Seriously? Okay, whatever. Morning, sir. Alright, there is an item by those dogs. Okay. Let's get... Okay, there is a tree scarab up this way. Yeah, there is no reason to really fight these guys. There we go. Ash of War, Mighty Shot. A very nice one to have. Okay, there's another Knight Cavalry. Just like the last one, we're going to avoid him and come back later. Another Site of Grace, so that way we don't have to travel too much. Well, run around. And another merchant. What does he have again? Ah, Crimson Amber Medallion. Man, this is one of the keepsakes we could have started the game with. Like I said, when I first created the character, I didn't want to choose this because you can get it very early on. As you can see, we're literally like not even an hour and a half into the game. Or maybe an hour and a half at this point, and we can get the amulet if we had the runes. Speaking of it, I know they're called runes, technically. However, if I call them souls by accident, 1, sorry, 2, deal with it. Warming Stones, and Great Turtle Shield. Probably not going to use either, in all honesty. Now, up in this... Oh, right. There we go. Okay. So this is... Let's see if we can get the name here. Yeah. Basically, it's a tower. There's a way to open this. Most people probably already know this. You examine here. Seek 3 wise beasts. Wise beasts are literally just turtles. Ghost turtles. Hit them once, you're good to go. So one is there. One is in a tree somewhere. And one is kind of invisible here in the water. There it is. Now where's that one in the tree? I know that's the last one. I just can't remember which tree and it's in. Is it? Yeah, we're gonna have dogs to deal with. Okay. Where is that other one? It's always the third and final one that gets you. You do good on finding the first two. And that last one, I thought he was in a tree. Where, oh where is he? Oh. He's kind of wandering around at the entrance. Okay. Nothing right? Yeah. So the only thing that's in this tower is up top. And we get, for our troubles, a memory stone. This, wonder if I can show it here. Ah, memory slots 3. Originally we had 2. Memory slots are equal to the number. Memory slots is what spells go off of, and a good chunk of spells require 1, but some of them have required all the way up to 3. Those spells are actually really powerful, or unique. I suppose technically all spells are unique since there's only one of every spell in the game. Well, and by that I mean, like, if you have this one that's Fireball, there's no other Fireball spell. There may be a giant Fireball, but whatever. Let's ignore that train of thought. Okay. And now, so we don't trigger the Night Cavalry or the Deathbird that's near here, we are going to rest, and we are going to pass time until morning, which was actually really early, or soon. But this also reloads the world, and the Night Cavalry is not here anymore, which means we can go in there to the southern part, and if you look up or over this character's head, That's Castle Morn. It's currently off the map, but whatever. We are going to pop down here quickly. If you can see it, I'll put it kind of on the corner of the screen there. That little pillar statue, it has a map for the Weeping Peninsula, and I want it. However, at the gate of Castle Morn is this stone golem or stone giant. It's an archer, and it can kill you instantly. And believe me, it has range. Yep. Leading Peninsula. Yeah, see, it's down there. You can kind of see his feet. And that's the arrow. Yeah, arrow's the size of that tower. Or, whoa. Anyway. We'll be killing him later on. Don't worry. There is stuff that way, but for now we're just gonna... The game thinks we're still in combat, but we're not. So we'll just rest to reset them. Alright, Weeping Peninsula. There's Castle Morn. And this is where we are. So... yeah, if we go this way, the way I want, we go over the forest and can hit this church and down this way, which is what I want to do. I want to do that first, just to get it out of the way, and get that area discovered. Now we got some dogs here. There's not really any point in fighting them. Just dogs. Or doggos, or whatever. What we want is up across this bridge. So, there's a thing here. This is a demi-human chief. Just like the ones we fought in the cave. He's a lot weaker than the ones we fought in the cave, which is very nice. And we get a new type of enemy right here. I know they're guardians, but I forget what kind. We actually got the sword spear immediately. This was one of the weapons I am considering for this build. It actually does more damage than the katana? Seriously. Reason being, I'll just show you the moveset. Nice big figure 8 on the light attack. The heavy attack, nice big horizontal. Backstab is a stab. Like, this is just a nice solid weapon. Even the one-handed moveset. Oh, we don't meet the requirements. Why not? Oh, it requires more strength than I thought. Okay, yeah, no, we're using katana. I want to try to avoid raising stats that I'm not going to use. Such as strength. Like, I'll meet the base requirements of any weapon. Buzz off. Okay, good. So you can talk to this guy, he'll give you some lore. Mostly we're here for the touch, for the grace. And at the shrine here, sacred tier. These are important. They make your flask restore more health or more FP depending on which flask you're using. And there are some items here, although they're not the greatest, if memory serves. That is a better shield than the one we have. And Skellyman. There's actually an Ash of War you can get later on. The skeleton, and it's these skeletons with spear, and they're actually really good as a distraction. They're not the greatest in terms of damage, but they can stay alive through a lot, and that's why I want them. I forget where we get them, but we're going to be getting them. Alright, let us... Let's see. Let's head down this way. Ugh. Just gonna quickly craft some bone arrows. This way we're not using our good one, or our decent ones. This is a great spot to find these sheep. Okay. Now, what is over this way? I forget what's down there. Maybe that player's message will give us a nice hint, and I'll remember. First off, weak foe, then behold armament. Enemy. Oh, no, not you, not dealing with you. Not yet. Those are an enemy that are quite strong. May not seem it due to the amount of damage he did, but they are quite annoying up close. And I do not want to deal with him just yet. So you can get the graveyard surcoat, the chest armor they're using. I was hoping to get it. So, Fourth Church of America. Okay. Another sacred tier. We will rest. And first off, improve it. Secondly, oops, my bad there. Okay, so altar garments. Shame you can't actually see the preview. But it basically just adds some straw onto this. How did you guys die? Did all these people die by jumping off? Seriously? Oh well. Anything else up here? Nah. Okay. So this spot with the skeletons is nice and swampy, and you'll be poisoned when you go in there. However, if you're on Torrent, you won't get poisoned because technically you're not touching it and he's immune. I don't think there's any underground area, and there are some archers that are quite annoying. They kind of spaz out, shoot a bunch of arrows. Oh. There is an underground area. Yeah, see, they kind of spaz out. Dang it. Come on. Yeah, they are very annoying to deal with. Ow. Especially the archers, since they always seem to shoot 2 arrows at once. Poison bloom. That's used to make some anti-poison moss or whatever it's called. Shite. Speak, no attacking. Oh, right. This has to do with one of the character's stories. I don't think there's anything. Ooh, ambush shard. Not a great spell, but can be helpful. Basically, she's cold, being tortured, and there's no way to get her out. To my knowledge. Otherwise, I would. I know I kind of skipped past all those comments. Ow. Oh my word. That's what I mean about these guys. They are very annoying to deal with. Now, do I have... I think the Morning Star is going to do more damage to him because it does strike. Yeah. I know I'm kind of just cheesing this boss, or... There we go. Well, not really. It's not a boss, and I'm not really cheesing it. He only had mushrooms? Seriously? I thought he had more than that. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Or something else. Okay, that tower. Oh, before anything else, let's grab the Site of Grace. And let's talk to this merchant.
Well, it's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
And he sells a lantern. This is why we were coming here. Because it doesn't give off as much light as the torch. Actually, nowhere near as much light as the torch. However, instead, well, I'll just show you.
Safe, Jude?
Ooh, that guy looks like Grim Reaper. Oh, kinda. Awesome. Anyway, we can go here, attach the lantern, and now, instead of pressing up to call a torrent, we can press left to attach a little lantern on our hip. Doesn't get off a lot of light, but believe me, this is much better than the torch itself, because now we have both hands free and we can still two-hand our katana. I'm just wondering if I should I'm just wondering about actually heading up to that tower or not. And I think I'm gonna hold off for now. We will grab the graves while we're here. Or the runes. Now, for the most part, I'm gonna hold on to these runes. Or do my best to hold on to these runes until I need to level up. Yeah, there's just wolves down here. Always seems like there's wolves at the graveyards. Are you chasing after me? Yeah. So, the mausoleum. This lets you duplicate boss souls. Basically, anytime there's a major boss, you get a soul from it, and it can give you... There's at least 2 different items it can be turned into. However, if you bring the boss soul to one of these walking mausoleums, you can duplicate it. And get both items. I know this game has been out for a while, but as it is the first time on the channel, I'm going to go over a few things as if people are new. Like, completely new. So, what should we do? I'm thinking... Let's go back to the Church of Pilgrimage. I know it's close by. Oh. I am so sorry I did not see this earlier. Julian Hope, thank you for the follow. I am so sorry I did not see that 25 minutes ago. Man, I gotta start paying more attention to followers. Thank you for the follow. Oh. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head down. And I'm trying to remember a good way to get there. And I think we could go past all the flowers. That would get us right there, actually. Okay. You don't have binoculars yet? I thought I had those. Whatever. Anyway. So just where the tip of the sword is a demi-human queen, I think she's called. And she has a magic staff. I'm going to try to get it. Because if memory serves, it scales your sorceries, or... Are they called sorceries? I better get this right before I completely... Yeah, sorceries. Okay, it will help scale your sorceries off of strength and intelligence, not just intelligence, which is very used for strength builds. However, I am after it because it's a very early staff to get. Ooh, what's this? It's a very early staff. And has very low requirements. And yeah, like it has very low requirements. And it can allow us to start casting some spells pretty early on in the game. Now she's going to summon a bunch of demi-humans. And she's going to be able to attack a lot. You can see the staff in her hands. Let's hope I can actually manage to take her out. And I really gotta change the look of this character's face. Okay. That... Oh right, she can hurt her own minions. Okay, demi-humans. Yeah. Ow. Demi-human queen staff, the crystal burst she was using. Terria leaf. Okay, so if we go back and we look at the requirements for the staff, 6 strength and 10 intelligence. That is absolutely nothing. It also gives us gives our sorceries a D scaling in strength as well as a C scaling in intelligence. Now, if you're doing a strength intelligence build, this staff is pretty good. It's not one. It will give you some pretty high stats, but it's meant for those who are going purely into strength, who still want to cast some spells with some effectiveness, at least in my opinion. Oh, hello, demi-humans. Thing is, I'm just trying to debate what to do. I was hoping to do nothing but the Weeping Peninsula this come around. But maybe that's it. Seriously. So for more than that. Ooh. If I remember that, I believe is one of the servants from Castle Morn. And if my memory serves correctly, they are known as the Misbegotten. I forgot they had an ambush here. Not a very good ambush, but an ambush. And there's nothing this way. Okay. I know I want to do the Weeping Peninsula, but let's head back and do some of these areas here.
Wait, well, you're back.
Kale. There's the telescope I wanted. Holy water, glowstone. Eh. Yeah, let's get the chainmail. I think it's worse than what we have. Actually, better physical, less. Yeah, we'll use it. We're not really going for full samurai cosplay, so. Alright, we're going for a cave. Right here. And now that we have the lantern, I will rename this stream. Yeah, I will rename the stream. Actually, let's do it now. I probably should know this, but I need to. Where are you? Limgrave. There. Save. Okay. So see how much easier it is going through these caves? Now that we can actually see. Alright, now what's wolves? Ow. Dang it! Well, that's a death. Now, one thing that is very nice about the lantern, beyond what's already nice about it. Oh, never mind. Disregard. I thought it stayed lit and on your hip after you died. Okay. Cracked pot. Get back my 400 some odd. Ah, he heard me. So... Alright. Glowstone is nice. It's honestly not that useful because it just lets you see when you throw it, but we have the lantern, so that's the way we came in, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So it's not really that useful. However, you can make glowstone arrows, and if I recall, and then shoot those arrows out and light up that whole area ahead of us instead of having to walk into it with nothing. Okay. Boss, what is this guy? Oh, I remember this one. He can be annoying, but he's honestly not that hard. Calling these dogs. See, they don't do much damage. But they do help, and they can, more importantly, work as a distraction. And that gives us the Flame Drake Talisman. We only have one talisman slot right now, and only one option. But right now, our fire resist is 27. This is going to raise it to 36. And yes, that is percentage. So, back to entrance. I was kind of hoping to get their armor. Maybe crossbow? Nah, whatever. Bolts is fine. This puts us on yeah, we're still on a medium load. Oh yeah. A 3% isn't doing much. Let's go into another... There's a cave over this way. I forget what the... I'm not even gonna bother with these guys because there's no point. Ah! I'm not gonna use them because I remember where most are. But you can use these statues. Guide and gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. So it shows you a straight path. If you look on the map, you can see the straight path as well, kind of below our character. And it's a straight path to a tomb. However, I did already know it's there, and there's not... If you know where to go, there's not really any point in using those things. It's nice for the first time, but like I said, I personally know where to go. At least currently. So, what do we got? Stormfoot Catacombs. We're gonna rest, see if we can level up at all. We can. Let's add a point into Dex. Try to get a little more damage and maybe unlock that twin blade weapon. Now, you can't see it very well, but there's a trap here. Hehehehe. There you go. Should be one more. Perks of knowing where to go. Plus, you can see from all these bloodstains, there's like, what, 1, 2, 5 here of people that have died, plus the 2 back here. So one of the reasons why I like having online turned on. Plus, if we open up the map, yeah, you can see where most of the PvP stuff is. Red is player versus player, blue is PvE. So there's a lot of stuff happening over this way. If memory serves, I forget how invasions work, honestly. Like, I forget what a player has to do to be invaded. I know having another player in your game will cause you to be invaded. But beyond that, I honestly can't remember what will cause you to suffer an invasion. Oh, right. Fire. Well, good thing we got that Flame Drake talisman. We are going this way. Hey, item. Oh, nice. Dang it. Okay. Back off. Okay. And now, with a bow, we can force these guys to come to us. Need more arrows, though. Luckily, we killed a bunch of those sheep, and I realized they are probably called something else. Oh, we can remove the torch. I realize they are probably called something else, but I'm just going to refer to them as sheep. If you're watching the video and can't tell, I've been through this area a lot. Or at least I've seen this area enough where I know where to go. See what you're meant? Actually got a backstab. Nice. What the developers wanted you to do is to run in here and get ambushed by 5 of them. But I remembered where 4 of the 5 are. And hello, Mr. Ambusher. These gargoyles can be tricky. Yeah, see, he just died. How did he die? Oh, probably to this guy. Alright. There we go. That's 1. I can't remember if there's 2 more or 1 more in here. Okay, it's just that one. Wandering Noble Ashes. Those are the nobles wandering around with the torch. They are probably one of, if not the worst, summon in the entire game. At least to my knowledge and my belief. Now we'll pull the lever, and somewhere a door has opened. That's the door that's in this room to the boss. However, we're gonna go back, we're gonna refill our flasks. And how much do we need to level up? 21. Or 2,100, rather. 2, 4, 8. Let's use the 8. Yeah, let's... So we're at 3,500. Let's use... That's 7... 9... Let's use that many and we should be able to level up twice. Oh, almost. Okay. First off, raise dex. So, I did say... Ooh, we do have enough for this now. Only 1 more? Really? I did say we are going to level and use some sorcery. However, I'm gonna wait a bit. Like, most of my points are gonna be going to level up vigor, level up, you know, raise our health, raise our stamina, raise our dex, and we're basically going to be a dex build until we reach later on in the game. Probably by, if I stay to my normal 2, maybe 3 hour streams, maybe even a 4-hour stream, that'll probably be the point in which we... if you know what I mean, the Rhea Lucaria Academy. somewhere in there or before there, when we're at Lunaria of the Lakes, and I hope I pronounced those names right, that's probably the section that we're going to start going into sorcery. Now, Erd Tree Burial Watchdog. They're not hard. They're annoying. They're... Ow. Like I say. Like I said. They are not annoying, or not hard. They're just annoying. There. Noble Sorcerer Ashes. And if you want something to just kind of piss the enemy off at range, not bad. But that does it for this cave. Or tomb. Alright, head back to the entrance. So that's that. That's that area. Gonna avoid the Weeping Peninsula currently. What we are going to do is we're gonna pop over and we're going to pass time till morning just to make it a little bit easier to see. And we're gonna try to get stuff. So this spot, this is just a lore spot. I'll let you read it. Well, actually, I'll just read it. Godric the Golden, humiliated, having tasted defeat by the blade of person, now on his knees begging for mercy. All right, there's a camp here. I really want to try to avoid fighting those guys on horseback. It's not that I can't win, it's just they're annoying to fight. Mostly because, unlike Torrent, their horses can attack as well. Okay. They do grant some decent souls, though. Maybe we will fight. There's one more on horseback down this way. Or over there by the camp I want to go to. He is running away, however. Well, not running away, he's leaving. Like I said, it's not that I can't fight them, it's just I don't really want to. Come on. Draw you away, because I know there's some wolves there. Okay, so 5 hits and I can kill one of them. That's honestly pretty good. Yeah, see? There's a dog right here. Alright, what's over here? Couple dogs, another one of you guys. This guy on horseback's gonna be annoying. I'll probably just have to deal with him. Yeah, that's right. Come on. Let's get in the open without the trees. Just like we were in Bannerlord. Ah, Kaiden. Kaiden? Whatever. That's one of their helmets. Come on, stop hitting the wrong button, me. Actually, not bad. Kind of wish it showed the hair, but whatever. And there we go. Got it. Armor's Cookbook 1. Okay, Armor's Cookbook 1. Fire grease, drawstring grease. Got a phone. Dang it, I got a phone call. I will be right back. I should be safe here. Okay. Sorry about that. So, picture. Homing instinct. Basically, examining these paintings gives it to you as an item. Going to that location on the map gives you an item you can actually use. This location is actually right down around, I believe it's like right here-ish. Around here. So pretty easy to get to. But we'll be coming back to it later. Like I said, there is a lot of things in this game, and early on, primarily, like hearing Limgrave, I really want to just focus on getting stuff. There's a couple bears there, nothing real major. So we're just going to continue east. Ah. Okay. I was hoping to get to this guy. Or get to these areas. Gold Rune 6. Dark Souls community. Could this be? Yeah. Ugh. Or being the corpse that's bent over and them writing another message similar to that. Ugh. So, over here, well, you'll find out who he is. You can kind of see him moving there. Yeah, there he is. Basically, we're just gonna talk to him.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Oh, Ertri, grant me succor.
So his quest line actually lines up with
Hello?
other
You've come to lend me your
people.
aid, have you? Well, that's very kind, but no, the help is very much appreciated, even from a Tarnished. Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the true order. You might have heard of me, Kenneth Height. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave, young Tarnished. I would have a boon of you. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool, and plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood. What are you waiting for? A kiss goodbye? My fort lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. Take it back for me. Oh, I see. You wish to know the reward. Fret not. The great Kenneth Height is known for his considerable largesse. The celebrations will be lavish indeed upon the dawn of my fort's retrieval. Yes. Now, allow me to furnish you with a little advice. I would take great care to avoid Godric's Tarnished hunts were I in your shoes. That depraved lot are obsessed with sacrificing Tarnished like you for the sake of grafting. Honestly, Godric's nothing more than a jumped-up country bumpkin. Lord? Oh, don't make me laugh. First, he hid himself amongst the womenfolk to flee the capital, then hid from Radahn in that castle. Then he insulted Melania, lost to her in battle, only to lick her boots rather than die like a man. Has he no shame, the big girl's blouse? And to think, he's the blood of Godfrey, last of the golden lineage, though you almost wouldn't know it to look at him. Yeah, I almost feel sorry for the chap the more I think of it. What are you waiting for? My fort,
Okay, so he just told us where his fort is. It is, well, you can't see it right now, but it's right here. We got a lot. Honestly, it's not that big of a lot of ground to cover before we before we get there. I am going to go get this Site of Grace. Now, although I could be fighting some of the bosses prior to doing all this. I kind of want to get the area done and out of the way. And then... So which one do you use attack on me? Damn it. Focus on the one in front of me. Thank you. Spiked club. Nice. So this is who we were saving him from. A bunch of demi-humans. So normally, I think on my normal character, I took, how high did I take Vigor? I think I took it up to like 30, I want to say. Giant we're just going to ignore. It's not really anything he can give us that we really want. I think all he drops is runes. Maybe that giant sword. But I don't want the sword, and we can always get it later when we're much stronger, and thus he will be much easier to kill. So, what's located here? Very fancy item. We got Crimson Crystal Tear and Flask of Wondrous Physic. This little thing is absolutely amazing. Basically, it is a flask. You only get one charge of it per rest at Site of Grace. But it is a flask that you basically choose what it does. And the Crimson Crystal Tear is one of the things you can put in it. Anyway. So we first will raise that. Second mix. So Crimson Crystal Tear will make it so when we drink from the Wanderer's Physic, we recover 50% of our max health. Great. The Faith Not Crystal Tear that we picked up earlier will temporarily boost faith. So when we drink from that physic, we're going to recover 50% of our max health and increase our faith stat for a short time. Now sadly, this character is not really using faith, so it's not really going to help, but we're equipping it just because it is a secondary effect.
Spoken echoes linger here, words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you.
We are going to listen, and I will have the mic muted for the time this is going on.
Very well. In Marika's own words, my lord, and thy warriors, I divest each of thee of thy grace. With thine eyes dimmed, ye will be driven from the lands between. Ye will wage war in a land afar, where ye will live and die. Well, perhaps that might serve you in lieu of a maiden's guidance.
So, just some lore. I'm not really great at deciphering it, or the full and true meaning, but whatever. Alright, yeah, so we're gonna head into Mistwood. Let's kill this boar. Nothing, seriously? So we saw one of these before, and essentially I'll activate it. It creates a little ghost guy that you can just follow. Yeah, follow the footsteps. After a bit, he disappears, and you just follow the footsteps to where he's going to lead you. He will lead you to something. It necessarily won't be that good, but it's not atrocious either. You got some brave east and a bear on us. The rune bear we will come back and kill. Demi-humans with a trap. Some bats to drive me batty. And howling. So howling here is part of a quest. Actually, it also intersects with a bunch of other quests. You can see who's howling up there. Just gonna sneak in here. Grab the chest. There's the loot from the chest. Smithing 2. Nice. And then where is... There you are. See if I can do this quietly. Haha. Success! That bear is pretty tough to kill. Like always, we'll be coming back to kill it. And we got our second talisman. Axe talisman. Enhances charge attacks. Basically, that is when you hold the heavy attack button and charge it up. Can't do that with light. But, so, you know, it's not bad. If you charge up your heavy attacks a lot, it'll be good. This bear... Crouching actually has benefits. Alright, now we are... Yep, Limgrave East. We are going to continue on down this way. Where is he? Ah. Open for business with a merchant. Where's the smoke? Okay.
Welcome, dear customer. Yes, right this way. Right this way. Welcome, valued customer. Come, trade in our wandering emporium. Please, buy something. I'm hungry. I've been hungry so long. Please?
Been hungry for so long and yet he's selling meat. This game sometimes, I swear. He honestly has nothing I want. Actually, you know what? Let's get the smithing stones. Those will help later on. Get the smaller butterflies. The bear up here, nothing down this way. Okay. So let's go to Fort Height. before we go up to Fort Height, which is right there, we're gonna come over here and grab this side of Grace. We're still max on everything. Ignore the ballista. Go after the Godric Knight. Now, I forget what he's technically called, but I always have heard and know them to be referred to as pumpkin heads. Damn it. Yeah, come on! Roll! Okay, you know what? You guys can fight each other. Oh, Godric's. Here you. And you guys fight each other. That pumpkin head, very annoying to fight. However, they can be quite easy if you know how to deal with them and have allies join as a random demi-humans join as a distraction. Sanctuary Stone, what does that do? Crafting material. Okay, anyway. So, down near these little golden trees, is a golden seed. You use these, and you can increase the total number of crimson and cerulean flasks you have access to. We got off Torrent because this is going to block us from using him anyway. Yeah. Blood Rose. That'll help us deal with bleed. Okay. 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 I know we're in the middle of combat, and I do a lot of stuff like this in the middle of combat, but we're getting those boots on. Yep. There you go. I really wish you could use the ballista. Oh well. So, we're just gonna pop down here. That scared me. Sorry, headphone users, if that was loud. But man, that scared me. Not that bad, but still. See, these barrels are all essentially they're oil barrels, and they explode when hit with fire. So if you have a fire weapon and you swing, you'll blow yourself up. Now, in for this guy. This guy. He is going to be annoying. I could probably fight him by myself, but why fight by yourself when you can have friends? And by friends, I mean couples. That can distract so nicely. And Art of War Bloody Slash. Thank you very much. 5 blood roses. Yeah, put this spirit back. Bye, wolves. Thanks for your help. Smithing stone 1. And then we go up here to this ladder. And I believe this is the only item up here. Yeah. Medallion left. This counts as a key. Left half of a split medallion depicting the Erd Tree. Branding the medallion with both halves conjoined will activate the Great Lift, connecting to the plateau and Lunaria. The right half is said to reside in Fort Feroth in Dragon Barrow, far to the east. They actually tell you where it is. So basically to the east here. This reddish area is known as Caelid. It is poison, it is full of tough enemies, and enemies that, although we can fight, we're going to avoid for now. Like, we're gonna do Limgrave as much, if not all, that we can, along with Weeping Peninsula. Then we're most likely gonna go up to Godric Castle here, or Stormvale Castle. After that, Lunaria of the Lakes, which is up north here. That's going to be a massive area, along with Raya Lucaria Academy. Man, I always have a hard time saying that. And then over to Caelid. And honestly, even after that, Caelid's still probably going to give us a lot of trouble. But for now, we got Fort Height cleared, we got the medallion, we can go back and talk to Kenneth Height. However, in the ruins here, and, well, Blide, the half-wolf, is someone to talk to. And as I said, his quest and story intersect with other NPCs. One of them, and to get an introduction to him, you talk to Kale.
It's you again. Always a pleasure.
About the howling in
The
Mistwood.
howl of a wolf. In the Mistwood. I suppose he must still be skulking about. I know. Why not meet him for yourself? Next time you hear the wolves howl, make this signal right under the source. Ah, don't fret. There is nothing to fear. I just have an inkling the two of you might hit it off.
Yeah. Literally just snap your fingers.
Goodbye.
So now that we got that, we'll go back. Kind of like going from the artist's shack. Just because then we have to fight less. Actually, we shouldn't have to fight anything by going this way. We took some damage. Oh well. Damage is nothing.
Ah, I've been waiting for you with bated breath. Did you manage to recap? Oh, excellent news. Just
Oops.
wonderful. And the knight's dead to boot. Well done, my friend. Well done indeed. I knew I was right to trust you. Now, here's your reward, as promised. Go ahead. It's all yours.
Erd Steel Dagger.
Right then. Time for me to head to the fort. I've much to do. First, I'll have to re-establish communication with the demi-humans. What's that look? You don't believe me? Well, under the Erd Tree, commingling with the demi-humans is made possible. Even the vulgar shall not be left behind, under the rule of true order. Which is why I, Kenneth Height, next in line as the rightful ruler of Limgrave, have sworn to uphold it. Just you watch, my friend. Just you watch. Ah, yes. Would you like to enter my service? I see bright things in your future, stout warrior. Enter into my service and learn the workings of the Erd Tree's true order. And who knows? Perhaps sometime down the line, the grace of gold will return to those tarnished eyes of yours. What say you? A fine accord, is it not?
I can't remember if pledging or not pledging service is a good... will let you Okay. If you pledge service, you get to continue his storyline. If you do not pledge service, I think you can still continue his storyline, but I'm not certain. We're going to continue it either way.
Very well indeed. I knew I saw something in you. I shall await you at my fort. We shall hold a ceremony for your knighting there, I think. I see great things ahead of us. We are truly by the Erd Tree blessed. Right then. Time for me. I've much to do. First, I'll have...
Okay. So that's done. Now... let's go with Mistwood Outskirts. We will pass time today. Right. Use the golden seed to increase till morning, just so that way it's easier to see. We will place a marker where we want to go, so that way we can just go straight and avoid all the winding turns and maybe get there faster. tower is here. So now, finger snap.
Who goes there? Carly sent you, did he? Ever the bloody busybody. Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blythe. I'm looking for a man who goes by Darrowell. He fled somewhere nearby. Or so I've heard. Come tell me if you find him before I do. I can offer you ample reward. Darrowell is nothing but a traitor, and in need of a fitting end to his tale. Darrowell is nothing and in need of a fitting end.
So, that's all we do with Blythe for now. We'll go back to Fort Height West. Now, with the great Kenneth Height back in his fort after we so graciously took it back for him, we will have easy access to it or not. Yeah. Still, dealing with demi-humans is a lot easier than dealing with these guys that throw fire bombs and trying to explode the fire barrels. So now, hello, Kenneth.
Ah, you, is it? I suppose you must have seen it by now, yes. The sorry state of my fort? Oh, indeed, it is a foul fate for a land to be without a ruler. One must be found, with haste, and not that awful Godric, but a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave. I'm sorry to have lifted your hopes, but I haven't the authority to raise you to knighthood as things stand. The great Kenneth Height issues his sincerest apology. But now, I must begin my search post-haste for a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave. I must begin my for a true and...
Okay, so that's as far as we can progress this story currently. I am curious, what kind of stash... Okay. Ooh, golden eyes. He actually looks pretty cool. Despite being, you know, a pompous prick. Okay, so... This is... Alright, let's continue Blythe's story. And actually, we'll go to Seaside Ruins and get that painting first. Just so that way it's done and out of the way. And... yeah. Just so that way it's done and out of the way. And it's just right here. Incantation Scarab. If I recall, that is just a... that's a beetle you wear on your head as a helmet. and it makes all incantations, which are the face spells, stronger, but makes you take more damage. So instead of having positives, it simply subtracts an average of like 5% from everything. Does raise resistances, so it makes it harder for you to be let's see. Does give decent poison resist. Not really too much anything else. It is meant as a. I really. Nah. Yeah, whatever. We'll wear this for a while. I spent time selecting the hairstyle and everything, and I wanted to be able to see the character. So, if people remember, we came up to this Everglow before, where I first said, yeah, you can kill these guys for some rune fragments and some very small runes. Ooh. Didn't know the eyes actually jolted around like that. Huh. Cool little detail. So, back here to the Forlorn Hound Everglow. Right here on the map. If we enter it, essentially the Everglows are prisons. And inside each prison is a boss. They all grant some pretty decent stuff and such. We also see a gold summon sign, which is Blythe, the half-wolf. In other words, we found Darrowwill. And we're summoning him to help us because this is our...
Darrowwill. Rotting in a cell is no true justice. No. This is where it ends for you.
So, Blythe is basically going to handle this mostly himself. Ooh. However, Darrowwill is still quite dangerous. Or can be. Quite dangerous. However, you just let Blythe take the lead and just kind of back him up, and it's a relatively easy fight, as you just saw. I didn't really do much. Now, hello, Blythe.
Right. There you are. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word. Here's your prize.
Somber Smithing Stone 2. Wonderful.
Oh yes. I should say, if you venture north to Raya Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right. I owe you one, I reckon. That's enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted ways. That's enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted.
Okay. So, Everglow done. Can't re-enter it. Sucks. Oh well. And Blythe's story is on pause for now. We cannot continue it until we go further north, which we're not going to do until after Stormvale Castle. I'm just trying to think of what I want to do. What to do, what to do, what to do, what to do. Merchant, third church. Don't really want to go there yet, but we could. Okay, what we'll do is we will unlock Castle Morn. And by unlock Castle Morn, I mean get the Site of Grace at the beginning of it. Actually, should we just go through it now? Nah, I like the idea of going to Castle Morn, unlocking it, and starting next episode right at Castle Morn. And now you can see him. There's the guy shooting the arrows. However, once you get close, he's honestly now he's at half health. Okay. All these giants are the same. You can damage their legs. Now that attack is not always going to kill them, but it does do a lot of damage. Especially, sorcerers have a bit easier time dealing with them. Or potentially, because they can simply just cast spells at a distance, especially useful for the ones that are in melee range. So that's Castle Morn. Nice, big, bulky castle. It's not gonna take a long time to go through this area, but we'll wait. Let's see. The Siege of Castle Morn. A lone hero fights for his vengeance, only to fall at the hand of Lord Godfrey. Just turtles over there. Okay, red jellyfish here. However, you can see a little thing they're near. That's actually like a throne or... yeah. Chair. Anyway. Jellyfish. When they're red, they are aggressive and they will try to attack you. When they're blue, they'll just let you pass. Now, there's no point whatsoever in killing these zombies. or undead or whatever they are. I just came here for some poison bloom. Just so that way we have some for later. Because there are quite a few poison areas later. Oh, there's a crab. Forgot about the crab. And Golden Rune 4. There we go. That's the only reason why we came here. What else is nearby? Scarab. So the ones... I think this is just one that explodes. Nope. We got the poison mist spell. Okay. Nice. Yeah, nothing up around here. Okay. So, I know it's daytime, and he won't spawn. So, I will just show you. But up here... Yeah. Up here, near this area, is where a deathbird spawns. Somewhere around here. And when you fight the deathbirds, they only spawn at night, just like the night cavalry. And they can give some very good loot and stuff, and they are unique. There's multiple of them, so I wouldn't call them unique, but each one grants a guaranteed reward that you can only get from that enemy specifically. So... Okay. Tired of trying to fight the dogs. And I believe I've kind of drawn this out long enough. Okay, so Castle Morn. I want to try to get HP up around 1,000. Actually, I may just put a vigor up to 25, maybe? And then we'll raise endurance, dex up to 20. Actually, yeah, we'll... Yeah, we'll raise dex up to 20 next, and then we'll start raising endurance, so that way we have more stamina to work with. And a higher equipment load's always nice. And then we're basically just going to continue focusing dex, endurance, and vigor for a while. Mostly endurance and dex. And when we start... or when I feel comfortable that we have good damage, health, and stamina, then we'll start focusing into intelligence and endurance, and mind. Mind will raise our FP, which will let us have more, so we can cast spells more. Like right now we have 82. if we look at spells, Crystal Burst costs 14, Ambush Shard costs 13, and Poison Mist costs 18. Well, that's a face spell, but still. It's nice to have that increase. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to call the stream here. We're close enough to 2 hours. So, I'm going to call the stream here. We're going to come back tomorrow sometime. And we will handle Castle Morn. We will explore more of the Weeping Peninsula and get some of the areas that I haven't done. We'll also do some more in Limgrave. There's a cave right around here that I really want to do. I would like to have some runes available to buy some stuff before going there. And there's a catacombs right here. Again, I would like to have a few things before doing that. What else? There's a shack somewhere around here. A fight here. Like there's a lot left in this area left to do. This whole ruin area actually might or should prioritize doing this area. Anyway, we'll come back next episode, or next time we stream this, or next episode if you're watching this on YouTube, we'll come back and we'll try to finish everything in the Weeping Peninsula and Limgrave. And I'll try to make that a longer stream. Maybe. And yeah, with any luck, I can make that like a 3-hour stream. 3 hours to do all that? Everything left in these areas? No. Assuming the fights go right, it'll only take what? Maybe 2 hours, an hour to go through all this in Castle Morn? And then we can finish off that stream after. Yeah, so next stream we are going to completely finish everything in Limgrave and in Weeping Peninsula. I will double check a couple sources to make certain I don't miss anything. And we'll do that for one whole stream. Hopefully we can get everything done without too much issue and too much cursing and swearing on my part. And then, oops. And after that, we'll go into Stormvale Castle here on the beginning of Stream 4. However, either way, thank you for watching. Thank you for following. If your links to YouTube, or the link to YouTube is accessible here on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, check the description for the link to my stream and Twitter as well. I honestly haven't used Twitter. I think I put one post on Twitter. I really should be using it more, but I will be checking it and I will be doing what I can to do more. But I'll catch you all in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, and catch me tomorrow morning for a stream of Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. See y'all later.